Right, round to the cell. Let's get going. What the hell am I? Better check my would-be assailants for useful merchandise before I check out this Orwellian hotel. Okay. Dead? Question mark agents? They must have been hit with a metric flak ton of volts for several seconds. I don't know if their nanotech is fried or will self-remedy, but from the rank smell of ozone, I'm willing to bet these Kingsmen are down for the count for at least a while. Alright, let's check them. Aha, here we go. Pistol and phone added to inventory. Anything else? Already looted his pockets for useful goodies. Okay, can't do anything more of those. Right. I guess I have to try and find my... It's like one of many products. Cybernetic, transgenic, hybrid experiments created by Hype Tech. Prototypes on the way to creating artificial superintelligence. The Ubermensch, the perfect post-human. There must be thousands just on this floor. Allegedly, there have been millions of tortured, killed, dissected, treated like lab rats. Makes perfect sense why the Takeda consciousness test is rigged to declare these sentient beings and non-people with all the rights of a stray cat or cattle in the slaughterhouse. Liberals and pro-sentient rights would pull all support if they realised virtually all of these lab rats are thinking, feeling individuals. Where's my family? Who may or may not have been here. Here they are. Oh, here's the cell. But they're not there. Oh, there's some agents in here. Oh, that's our agents. Johnny and Jill were in this cell last. Perhaps they were moved? Self-entry? Yellow.
Hello? Good news, yo. Looks like I'm all up in the interwebs now, dawg.
That's not good news.
Text, data, calls, all for the low, low price of disembodimentation.
Proto? That's great. Where's my family? I've got to find them.
They were never
Warren
really
said
there,
he would
Carl.
protect them.
Sorry, Carl. I got panorama vision of all this crib's cameras, but I don't see your folks nowhere in the Big Brother machine, and they ain't in the database, far as I know. They's MIA.
Son of a bitch. Warren must have been lying to me the whole time. He was never gonna help Jewel and Johnny.
I feel you, bro. That Psycho King gotta be iced, for real. Yo, I got it. There might still be a way to save your boo and Shorty, Carl. But we gotta stop Warren and take back the Garden of Porcupines and shit.
The Garden of Forking Paths. Yeah, you're right, Proto. That's the only way out of this. If you can commandeer the Reality Maker, anything could be possible.
First, we gotta jailbreak Princess. She down at the end of this floor.
Okay, I'll be in touch.
This appears to be a cell containing Clinton-Bush agents. Perhaps they're Sybil's men? Why else would King Warren lock them up? No, this looked like our friend. There's Sybil. That's Princess Sybil! Now we just got to get her out of this cell. Let's talk to her first. Oh, don't have anything to talk about there. Right, is there a control panel here anyway? Show of a grenade, she can't hear or see anything outside the cell. This Saphira glass will be impossible to break. Better find a way to get the door open. How do those agents open this door again? Shoot it. Seems like the door only unlocks from the handprint and DNA of authorized personnel. So do I go all the way back here and cut off their hands? I think yes. Run, Carl. Run.
Any ideas on our next move?
First, we gotta...
Okay. Sorry, Proto. Alright, let's try using this on them. Maybe I can just borrow his hand? It's going to be gross, but I should be able to pull that trick from that 127 Hours movie. Hand added to inventory. Smell and hand of one of the Clinton Bush agents. Right, let's get out of here. Move faster, Carl. Do I have to get our agents out as well?
Carl? I thought we were finished.
If it wasn't for that crazy, self-sacrificing Chrome Boy, we would be. I guess the $6 billion baller is living up to the hype.
What? Proto J is alive?
Yes, or sort of. Depends on your metaphysical, philosophical worldview, I think. No time to explain now. We need to stop your father.
You're right. Let's go.
No. Do you want to break them out? Civil cell? No. Alright, well, I guess we're leaving you here, agents. Are you going back in your cell, are you? Okay.
Wait! These must be my neural unlocked Galate cooperative agents. I saw them being thrown into this cell earlier.
That confirms it then. We better jailbreak these guys. They can pass for Warren's men. Double agents would be invaluable in our current situation.
What if they're just regular agents, though?
Your Highness, how did you...
No time to explain now. We have to put an end to my father's reign of terror.
Of course, Your Highness.
Let's save. Damn, the elevator system is in lockdown. There must be some way to get this back online. Maybe with a hand? No, it's not something a DNA print scan will fix. The computer network itself is offline. If there's something or someone who could help us out with cyber meddling.
Yo,
Hey, Proto, we can't get the elevator running. Think you can, like, hack it or something?
I'ma try. One sec. Easy peasy, dawg. I even unlocked the secret DEFCON 4 level.
Thanks. We're heading down now.
Watch your step, though. I'm reading some serious bad vibes downstairs.
We'll be careful.
There's several buttons on the overhead control panel. Alright, are we going to G2? Guess we're in G2. Oh, hello. What is this place?
Hey, that's Princess Sybil. She must have escaped her cell. Get her.
Oh, shit.
Back up.
What was that place?
My father said that the key to the garden and the throne controlling the garden were separate. Perhaps that place was the control center for the Garden of Forking Paths?
It would make sense. The vortex of those tentacle synapse things, the garden's network or whatever, seems to be converging into that chair.
Our only hope then is to dethrone King Warren and take control of the garden. We've got to do something about the Clinton Bush forces down there.
Your Princess Sybil Clayton Bush, you can just order them to stand down, like any of your subjects, right?
Unfortunately, my father is technically still the reigning monarch, and his will supersedes mine.
Any idea on what we should do next?
Maybe we should check the Garden of Forking Paths for anything that could help us gain control of it?
Never mind. Ugh. Right, where do I have to go for that? One, just quantum superimposes his own reality up there, undoing the cock jobs Coke Jobs Q. I'm guessing he'll have all his forces gunning for us. We'll stick to these sub-levels unless we have a definite plan of action. Can't remember where I was going. Itchy nose. Doors won't open, okay. Can't remember which floor this thing was on. Maybe this is the floor to get to those mobile research platforms, but we don't have time for this. No. There we go. No sign of Warren or Proto J. Maybe there's something in here that can help us fight King Warren. Nothing here, but maybe... Can't upgrade the garden before we can pass from here, you can only unlock it. Let's grab this stuff back from the control panel then. Something appears to be moving, almost burning, off of the screen. An object has mysteriously peeled from the left artwork and floated to the floor. Oh, it's the Aleph. Interesting. Inverted Aleph. So remains of Aleph. It's almost as though the symbol has become a Polaroid negative of itself, like it has inverted. As with anything related to the great Noah Goetzel, this probably has some sort of purpose, although one whose technology is indistinguishable from divine intervention. I better hold on to it. Alright. Better save again.
What was that place?
My father said that the key.
No,
Would make sense.
we've
Our
done
only hope.
You're a prince.
we've done that already. That was the wrong dialogue. Okay, so can we do something with this? We go down. Should go back down the throne room until we have a plan. One's man will be waiting to capture us. Okay. Let's talk to Sybil again.
Any idea on?
We need to figure out a way to remove my father from power.
Well, we have Proto J to help us in the cyber war theater, but Warren still
Maybe I
seems
should
to
call
be in
Proto
control.
J again.
Yes, the Clington Bush forces are neurologically programmed to follow Warren according to the 3 laws of robotics.
The 3 laws of robotics?
Yes. Number 1, a robot may not injure or through inaction allow harm to come to a member of the neo-feudal royalty. The reigning monarch's safety supersedes all other royalty. 2, a robot must obey any orders given to it by a neo-feudal royal, with the reigning king or queen's orders taking precedence over all other princesses, princes, corporate and banking executives, religious leaders, media personalities, and all other royal members, human, transhuman, AI, and otherwise. 3, upon proven death of original body without transfer to a backup clone and erasure of all uploaded consciousness gestalts of the current reigning monarch, the ascension of the rightful heir to the throne occurs immediately. The new incumbent sovereign gains supreme entitlements of the first and second law of robotics.
Okay, so we have to prove to the agents that the body is dead and that King Warren's consciousness was erased, and they should then follow you?
Yes, I am the next in line for the throne, so all Clington Bush subjects would be mandated to follow me according to their programming.
Don't want to kill himself earlier up in the Fulcrum Palace throne room? That body could be useful. Could be. Let's just go into this light off. Right, okay, so let's go up to the top then. The Neofeud Council is still here, being held by android agents loyal to King Warren, it seems.
Hey, that's Princess Sybil. She must have escaped her cell. Get her.
Oh shit.
Back down we go. Damn, we can't go up there with all the royal guards still following King Warren's orders to capture us. Maybe I could talk to Sybil about this. Okay, let's talk to Sybil again.
What if you had your knights here go by themselves up to the palace throne room? They could pose as Warren's men and use some cover story as to why they need to bring the king's body down.
That just might work. Luther, Che, I need you to go to the throne room and retrieve King Warren's body. If the others ask why, say the king ordered an investigation or an autopsy on the body as a reason to bring it downstairs.
Of course, Princess. What if the others are suspicious and check with Warren to confirm?
That's true. We'll have to figure out a way to fake the order from King Warren. How exactly do these agents get their commands?
Their Cybrains have a direct link up to the Clinton Bush wireless 8G network.
So basically, they get orders through the internet?
Oh,
Basically.
that's a shame.
Che?
Their factory default names were A-1830135 and I forget the other. They're not products or slaves. They're individuals, so I figured I'd give them some real names.
Famous freedom fighters?
Well, we are trying to stage a revolution, aren't we?
Right, let's call Protege, get him to sort this out.
Proto, I need you to do something for us.
Yeah?
I need you to impersonate King Warren and send an order through the Clinton Bush network to the royal guards that agents are coming up to take Warren's body down for an autopsy.
Yeah. I can do that. Just, gotta practice my royal asshat voice.
Thanks. Our undercover agents are coming up now.
Now, Sybil and I just have to get off the elevator. Alright, so we got to go down here.
Okay, Proto is going to spoof the Warren loyal agents, so they should be able to bring the body down no problem. If it goes according to plan.
Okay, I don't see much choice. It's only a matter of time till Warren figures out a way to breach this area. The mission is a go.
Right away, Princess. We're here to take King Warren's body down for autopsy. We weren't notified of any such order. King Warren might have just issued it through the internet.
Yo, my niggas be coming up for cop the body.
Cop the
the other
body.
units are coming up to collect my body for the investigation.
Understood. Are you alright, sir?
Yeah, I'm fine. This embodimentation's making my cracker ass. It's giving me some headaches.
Understood. Do you need us to come down and check on your physical substrate?
What? No, absolutely not. I'm A-okay. Just continue on, holding the world leaders at gunpoint up there. Great job, son.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Shit, that was close. Almost blew my cover there.
We have the body.
Great job, guys.
Now, we just need to figure out what to do with it.
Right, let's have a look at it. King Warren's corpse, or the corpse of his latest clone at any rate. The flesh is mottled a sallow green and unnatural violet, with a fibrous webwork of lines running through the skin and tissue, as though eaten through by termites. This must be the result of the cell-by-cell deconstruction resulting from the nanotech poison. Can I grab it? Okay. So, let's talk to her again.
Any idea on what we should do next?
We need to figure out a way to remove my...
Well, we have Proto Jade.
Yes, the Clinton...
Right, so we can send the body down. Should we do that? I'll save again. I like saving. Ah. Oh, no, right. Really have to contact Protege again? Already got counters, that's why we're gonna have a... Oh no! Oh... Don't tell me this is balked because... Oh no, there we go. Let's go
We
back.
better get this Egalite Cooperative overthrow.
Like I said, once the king's latest instantiation into flesh has been proven legally dead, and his digital consciousness backup has been sabotaged, all Clington Bush robotic subjects will be forced to accept me as the new monarch. It's hardwired.
So, we have the decomposing death certificate right here. We just need to get rid of the uploaded post-human whatever version of Warren that's still around. Sounds tough.
True, but you're not understanding the true nature of neo-feudal politics. If the subjects believe that the king is dead, then they will crown me queen, even if Warren's ghost is still out in the machine, as long as there's a media blackout on that fact.
So you're saying we tricked the Clington Bush state into making you queen?
Look, it wouldn't be the first time the most powerful corporate state in the world held a rigged election. This is the only way. Believe me, I have tried the grassroots methods. I supported non-violent resistances, I started countless NGOs, built miles and miles of affordable housing, fought for rights and food and healthcare for all, to no avail, to laughter and mockery. Don't you see? Democracy has been long dead. When absolute power reigns, all that can change it is absolute power.
At the end of the day, it's either your father or you. I put my money on the Royal Revolutionary over the Megalomaniac.
Megalomaniac was a pretty cool game. Oh, Frodo, yes.
We're going to
sort
need
this
you
out.
to doctor the Clington Bush Consciousness Registry to make it look like King Warren's mind files have been acid washed from existence. Can you do that?
Maybe. I think so. He been fighting back mad hard against me now. I think he knows what we're planning. I don't know how long I can hold him.
What was that?
Bad news, yo. Looks like that Demon King just had him thugs breach the underground. Warren be regaining control. I don't know how much longer I can firewall that motherfucker out the lower levels.
We just need a little more time, Proto. You have to fight him.
I'ma try, but you guys better hustle this royal hustle or it's game over.
Let's go, Carl. We can do this. We have to do this for the good of all sentience.
Or Sapiens. This is it. Down we go. Oh, hello. Hey, Protege's back.
What the hell?
Great Musk, Proto. You came back. How did you...
What's going on up in here? Am I dead?
You, incapacitated me. That's the last I remember.
Yeah, that happened. But it happened yesterday. All I remember is we crashed the Falcon party. I was in a Mind Mojo showdown with King Warren. Then I feel like I coming apart at the seams. Then I was uploaded in the interwebs, playing handler for Carl and Sybil. Then poof, I'm in here.
You made it to the secret facility? Extraordinary. If I had to hypothesize, I'd say your essence has been absorbed into the superfield of the garden.
This guy is pretty good as a voice actor, I think.
So, where am I exactly? Am I dead? A ghost? Up in the Matrix and this all be a simulation?
None of the above. It's difficult to explain, but essentially you have become unstuck from the space-time consciousness continuum. Disentangled might be a better term. The passage of the golem is complete.
Well, how do I retangle? Carl, Sybil, they need me back in the fight.
Yes. Yes, of course, and you will. You will change everything, everything, Proto. You've exceeded my wildest expectations. But first, I need you to insert
Stick this up your
upgrade
butt.
chip into your neural interface.
Wait. Why the hell should I listen to a damn thing you say? How do I know that ain't some slave dongle or some shit? You betrayed me! You sold us out to the coke jobs!
Yes. I hated the Clington Bush family for what they'd done to me. And I figured my only pathway back to the garden was riding a warcopter in the coke job's coup d'etat. But you must understand, I always meant to bring you with me.
They shot up my place! My homeboys to shreds at the arcade! They nearly wasted me too!
The coke job squads were under direct orders to take you in unharmed. I am sorry for the collateral damage.
Collateral damage? Those are my people!
Please, you must understand everything I've done for you, my boy. Without you, the grand architecture, everything I've built all falls apart. You are the key to everything, my son.
Don't call me that! Don't you fracking call me that! I ain't yours or nobody's son! I'm a self-made crone! Ain't nobody was there for me as a shorty in Dickinston. And I had to build my own family. One deal, one shot at a time. I ain't your son. I ain't your son. You put me together, then you threw me away. What kind of dad does that?
And I regret every day of it. But there was no other way. I was a prisoner, a slave of the Clington Bush dynasty. Don't you see? If they were to discover what I had created with you, they would have locked you in their vault and made you a slave as well. I had to concoct a way to free you from the fulcrum, so I indicated you as a failed experiment, so that they would discard you into the terrestrial wastes. I know it was no place for a child, but you've seen it, haven't you? You would have suffered a worse fate in that abominable facility, that prison. I only took solace in the power you possessed would protect you in the harsh world below.
Lies! You'd be just as bad as King Warren. You just wanted me as a puzzle piece in your grand master plan. That's why you stuck me out the lab, so you could have the garden all to yourself.
I admit, I was selfish. I can see that now. If I couldn't have the kingdom, then no one would. I suppose I would have seen to that. I let hubris get the best of me.
Your hubris nearly killed me. You have no idea what it was like in the street, sleeping in boxes, getting beaten by racist humans, begging for spare batteries, and getting thrown in prison for trying to grab a recharge at a coffee shop, or using an unlicensed replacement part when your arm breaks. You put me through hell. And then the Chrome Boys, Talos, Carl, Sybil, you betrayed them all. You betrayed me.
Do it, son. Go on and do it. I deserve this for everything I've put you and your millions of brothers and sisters through. Perhaps in the end, the biggest defect in the system was me.
I fucking hate you. I'll hate you till my motherboard grinds itself to dust and my backup drives bit rot away. But you're my maker, my old man, your family. I can't do it.
Come here, my son. You, Proto J. You were my greatest creation of all. You were always the key to everything. I used you, and I'm so sorry.
What? What are you doing?
No.
The coke jobs will be coming for me now.
So this is
Never
what happened in
again
that
will I be a slave
room, I
to
guess.
Babylon. I will not watch another generation of my Nephilim suffer the avarice of tyrants as you did.
No! Don't do this! Please!
I'll say you probably didn't have to because we're about to sort
Go,
all
my
this out.
son. Go and help the princess. You are the candle in the dark. Set aflame a second enlightenment. Do right where I failed.
No! No!
Did you shove the thing up your butt, Protege?
Don't leave me!
No, there we go. Might as well do it now.
That's the princess. King Warren wants her detained immediately.
King Warren doesn't want anything, because King Warren is dead.
Impossible. We received orders from him to hold the garden control room. He said you would try to capture it.
Well, whatever false information you've been getting is lies. Propaganda. Probably pushed by our enemies, the Coke Jobs, in order to keep you from fighting the coup d'etat they've orchestrated. The Neofeudal Council and the Clinton Bush dynasty have been tricked, cut off at the head. The conspirators don't want you to know that our head of corporate state is dead to keep our dynasty in disarray while they assume power.
Impossible. We have the king's prime vessel right here before our eyes.
There is no mind in that body. It is a mere husk, a shadow of my father, a decoy to keep the Clinton Bush body politic without a head.
There's no way we can accept the word of an alleged traitor to the throne at face value. You'll need to produce some hard evidence, Princess.
I have the body of the last incarnate vessel of King Warren, here.
This body shows a 99% DNA match with King Warren.
Blockchain hash.
And the
Jeez.
watermark
Yep.
stenographed into the corpse's mitochondria matches the consciousness blockchain hash, meaning this was almost certainly Warren's last reincarnation. However, in order for the neo-feudal ruler to be declared officially deceased, complete erasure of all uploaded consciousness gestalts of the current reigning monarch must be proven.
Indeed. Check the Clinton Bush digital crypt. You will see all of King Warren's backup consciousness states have been erased. The king's ghost has been purged from the machine.
That is impossible. The Clinton Bush network is light years ahead of its rivals. It is an impregnable quantum edifice. The only way the king could have been erased is by an inside job. You're lying.
You must believe me. No one is more distraught by this than me. They killed my father. And we have proof. It was General Walker's Air Force and stormtroopers that took the Fulcrum Palace. They could have had plants anywhere inside of this facility. You must believe me. This was almost certainly sabotaged by the Coke Jobs or another rival neo-feudal empire wishing to harm my family. You do remember your oath to defend royalty from harm unquestioningly? Just check the servers and you'll see.
Very well. Don't move.
Please, Frodo, if you haven't deleted the King Warren's backups, we're finished.
It appears King Warren's consciousness gestalts have been wiped from the system. The king is dead. In accordance with the third law, Princess Sybil Clington Bush, only surviving daughter of the late King Warren Clington Bush, has now ascended to the Neofeudal throne. The king is dead. Long live the queen. Long live Queen Sybil.
Long live the queen.
Oh, you bended the knee.
Rise, my subjects.
Bent. Bent the knee? Bended the knee? Bent the knee.
Carl Carbon, friend of the Clington Bush crown, your queen summons you.
Of course, my queen.
Kiss ass.
Yes, your majesty.
Okay, you can stop calling me that. We're out of earshot. Your Majesty makes me feel so old. We're not out of this yet. If we can't figure out a way to gain control of the Garden of Forking Paths, this will be the shortest reign since Lady Jane Grey, 1553.
What happened to her?
She was executed by her successor, Queen Bloody Mary I.
Your first official decree as queen better be to send the agents away. We don't want them to even get a whiff of a hint that we lied to them about King Warren being dead.
Indeed. I need all of you to secure the entrances to this throne room immediately. We may fall under attack from our enemies at any moment.
Immediately, Your Majesty.
Okay. Save again. Save. What is this? No idea what this is, but if I had to guess, it's some sort of digital interface of the Fulcrum network and beyond, like a one-man NSA. So we're probably in that gold pyramid now, right? Most all the internal organs appear to be replaced by synthetic prosthetics. All sorts of electromagnetic or synthetic parts. He's even got a metal ribcage. The only thing organic appears to be the heart. It beats in the chest like the last remaining remnant of this entity's former self.
This must be my father's original body. Years ago, King Warren went into treatment for a heart attack. The papers reported a quadruple bypass, but I knew it was a smokescreen for something else. It was the first attempt at creating a true post-human. One by one, they replaced each part of the body, then the mind itself, with artificial prosthesis. But I had heard it failed. As to why the heart remains, there's a royal caveat somewhere in the big rule book, after the part about primogenesis and the descendant needing to have a net worth in the 9-figure plus range to be considered worthy. It says that the king's official body can be replaced by cybernetic parts, the brain itself downloaded to a supercomputer, but the monarch must have a living heart, or they cannot be legally considered alive. Weird rule, instigated by Warren I. I think he meant that the king had to have a heart, as in be a good person. But you know, the Neo-feudal Supreme Court had a full house of literalists interpreting royal law at the time. The law was thrown out in 2030, when the majority of status holders and Neo-feudal elite had already migrated their minds to digital databases, instantiating themselves in clones the way they change clothes. The sacredness of the meat fell into the dustbin of history, like the cassette tape, the newspaper, or democracy.
So, your father said he was uploaded part of the machine itself, but could King Warren's consciousness be inside of that body?
As you've already discovered firsthand, my father is a pathological liar. I doubt discarnation would have changed that aspect of his personality. So yes, I would say there's a great chance King Warren is in his original substrate here.
Alright, so do you want me to shoot the heart? Luxurious ermine cloak fit for a king. Let's have a look at his visor. It looks almost like a futuristic version of King Arthur's knight's helmet. These symbols inscribed on the front look very, very familiar. I bet they do. Some sort of mysterious stuff resembling neural tissue. Looks like it's part of the Garden of Forking Paths edifice. Maybe this is where the garden connects to the master controller. Also, what are these dudes all looking at here? Who are these guys? They're mirrored. Body in fact.
This body looks a lot like your father.
Yes, these must all be King Warren's clones. In the event of the death of an incarnate body of a royal, as long as the monarch's consciousness has been uploaded to the neural cloud and verified by Gertzel Takeda algorithms, the king or queen cannot be legally declared dead. They may reincarnate themselves in one of their backup clones and retain position as Neofeudal monarch.
What if we eradicated all of the clones? Just overloaded the nuclear reactor and sent the black hole or whatever is powering this fulcrum into a supermassive state?
The clone bodies themselves are just empty vessels without the consciousness downloaded.
Okay, so what if you guillotine the king and also destroy the digital backup?
If you could prove the backup was
I thought we already
destroyed
did
in the
this.
Royal Registry and prove physical, legal brain
Yeah,
death
we,
of the monarch's
I mean,
current
we've already done
manifestation,
this.
then the king would be
Were we
officially
supposed to be able to
considered
get in
dead,
here
and the
before
heir
this
to
happened?
the throne would ascend.
And the heir
Yeah,
is
we've done this.
you?
That's right. I am the heir of Warren Clinton Bush III.
Golden crown from the cables protruding from it. This is not simply ceremonial crown jewels, but some sort of transcranial mind-computer interface. Right, we're just going to stop the heart. Here, some Neofeudals have revitalized the practice of aggressive cannibalism, but I'm going to pass on the whole rip out and consume thine enemy's heart thing. If I want to be a Kingslayer, I have another Swiss Army function that could do the job. Do I want to do that? Do I want to kill him? Do you want to take his visor off?
Halt! Carl Carbon,
No.
you are forbidden from touching the prime body of King Warren III.
Okay, I shan't now. But I shall.
Halt.
No, okay. Do you want to do it, Sybil?
Any ideas?
We have to figure out how to regain control of the garden. I'm guessing the prime original body of my father on the throne there is currently connected to the controller. We'll have to find a way to remove him, or it, from that crown so we can take over the reality-altering machine.
Could you, order that X900 to stand down? He won't let me get near the king's original body.
Okay, I'll keep him off your back. You! Unit EX19385.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Why are you interfering with my subject Carl Carbon's work?
This commoner is attempting to desecrate the body of the king.
This is no commoner. This is Carl Carbon, the Queen's royal investigator.
I'm sorry, Queen Sybil. I did not realize.
Your queen orders you to stand down. I'm having Carl remove my deceased father's heart to be added to the royal mausoleum. This relic of the past no longer belongs here.
Of course, Your Majesty.
I don't want to.
Thanks.
I don't do this. I'm gonna look at the visor. I'm gonna grab the visor. Ow. Ouch! Whatever this helmet is, it seems it has some security measures to prevent intruders from simply lifting it from the outermost head. Guessing I have to figure out some other way to get the visor off. Alright, let's poke his heart with this. Carl the Kingslayer sounds better in the Bard song than Carl, that guy with the obsolete cyber arm. I've already got treason and shooting of unarmed sentients on my record. Why not add regicide?
I'd say it was nothing personal, ex-King Warren, but no, it is personal. It was bad enough with you being a horrible, black-hearted tyrant, but then you abducted my ex-wife and kid. I can't abide that. You had this coming, asshole. Feudalism's a bitch, ain't it?
What have you done?
You would betray, assassinate your own father for the throne? You're more a monster than I ever could be.
You've had your era, Father, and you created dystopia. You've brought about apocalypse over the course of decades, creeping up on you as you remain blind, cloistered behind your golden walls in the new Palace of Versailles.
I have brought immeasurable wealth.
And he's angry.
Unprecedented prosperity. Colonized an entire solar system.
At the expense of the many, Your empire is built from the bodies of billions. You would make yourself immortal, sit atop the fulcrum for eternity. You believe you're some sort of post-human god. But no matter how much wealth you accumulate, how many people you exploit, how much power you amass, you are just a man. And you've been bested by a naive little girl, a beat cop, and a defective. You're not that smart. You just had the good luck of being born a Clinton Bush.
I will end you all. I will end the world if I have to.
Ow.
You're no daughter of mine, you ungrateful traitor. You always had your mother's eyes. Once I rip them from that defective body, I'll implant those eyes into a new prototype of you, Sybil. One debugged of the flaw of disloyalty. The next Sybil will be a perfect specimen. Then you can join me in the utopia I will build. There are no flaws in paradise.
You best put a royal famous down, scrub.
Proto, you've resurrected?
Apparently, Proto J, and the J is for Jesus. Time to watch this muff like in Sin City. Sorry, Carl. I tried to keep him out the guarded control room, but Lauren busted through my ice wall. Used some top secret Chinese virus called Prime MK5.
We're just glad you're back, kid. Sybil, what's going on with the droids and bots?
It seems all of the Clinton Bush humanoids are having an algorithmic philosophical crisis or something. They can't compute who the Neofeudal monarch is. They must be crashing due to a paradox of the king's death, yet apparent resurrection. There is no stipulation in the 3 laws for the case of a stolen election.
So what? We're going into overtime? Some sort of runoff?
It appears so. The true sovereign will be decided by sudden death. Of my father or myself.
I win. I always win. It is my divine right.
He must be channeling the power of the garden itself through his consciousness gestalt.
Without his heart, his biological body must have passed by now. It's like the garden itself is animating more, keeping his mind on life support.
That means the only way to stop Warren is to disconnect him from the garden. Remove the controller's crown.
Okay, let's take this Lich King plutocrat down.
Carl must have dropped this?
Oh no. Looks like some of the Royal Guard are turning cloak. I'll hold him off.
Yeah. There's a lot of people in this room apparently. Quick, get, give me. So, give me that. Take it, okay. Oh, I have my gun! I forgot about my gun. Try again, okay.
Sybil, do you have the red Aleph?
I've got it right here.
Now, Sybil, use the Aleph.
Please let this work.
Get away from my body.
Warren's too powerful, jacked in the garden. We need to think of some way to disorient him long enough to get that controller off.
Sybil, do you
I-
now?
Please,
Okay, still can't do that. Wait for my buddy. How are we going to distract him? Talk to him? Barely believe it. It's a $6 billion baller. He's risen from the void. Seems to have some supernatural, or at least supernormal power. Maybe he really was the ace-up Dr. Goetzel sleeve all this time. Either way, we could definitely use some mega quantum consciousness artillery on our side at this point. Let's talk to him. Let's distract him. Get Warren hard right now.
Proto, hit Warren as hard as you can with your golden third eye or whatever, right now.
Freedom! One can of psionic whoop-ass open!
This is not possible.
Yo, Queen to King 1. You players gonna make a play? You better check this motherfucking main stack.
Sybil, do you have the red Aleph?
I've got it right here.
Now, Sybil, use the Aleph.
Please let this work.
Wait! You believe you will be different than me. That you will be a messiah. A philosopher king ruling benevolently and bringing equality and prosperity to all? If only you knew the true nature of power. Maintaining power requires maintaining
Oh,
loyalty.
just do it, Sybil.
And maintaining loyalty requires horse trading, coercion, pay to play, even brutality at times. Even in your precious American democracy, this was true. Every dollar you spend on the poor, our royal rival, we use against you in the Neofeudal Council. You'll be overthrown before you bring your first million defectives out of poverty.
If I am overthrown, then so be it. Past should not be allowed to devour the future. The tree of liberty must be watered with the blood of tyrants. And if this stratoplex, this bejeweled, floating enclave of exploitative, disconnected trillionaires above a wasteland is all the Neofeudal Council and Neofeudalism has to offer, then I am happy to smash all of the crowns and throw the gold shards down to the people. I will be the iconoclast queen. Even if the Egalite Cooperative only lasts a brief time and power hierarchies return, at least we will have a chance of something different.
Have you lost your mind? You would throw your name, your crown, this life of luxury away for the unwashed commoners? You would destroy what your family labored for centuries to build. The most powerful dynasty of all time?
I'd rather live in a rickety shanty in a community of human, robot, and chimera equals than live another day in a vulgar, disgusting, opulent den of wealthy vipers like this palace. I hate them, and I hate you.
Sybil, you can't. Whatever I have become, I am still your father. I gave you everything, all the treasure and power, and even let you run your humanitarian programs against my wishes. And though they costed me dearly, that must count for something. I love you.
Oh, look at him flipping out in the
want to believe
background.
that, Father. I would have believed it, but I've seen your true colors. You left me to be raised by robots, used me like a chess piece. You would burn entire cities to the ground to keep your throne. But the worst part, for all your talk of family, I know if you had to choose between your empire and me, you would choose empire. That is what hurts me the most. I'm sorry. Goodbye, Father. I'm sorry.
You did what you had to do. That act took a queen's courage. You deserve the throne.
And
Sybil.
everyone stop
I
rotating.
hope that's true.
I'm not sure you want this crown though, Sybil. Long live the Queen. Oh, is she fixing everything? Alright, back to my depressing
Come
life,
on,
I guess.
buddy. You can do this. You can do this.
Nanotech-caused diseases aren't covered by your insurance? How can they treat people like this?
What's wrong, Mommy? Don't be sad.
It's nothing, Johnny. Mommy's just trying to help you get better, but it's hard in this system.
I'm sorry for being sick, Mommy. I'll eat my curl protein and get strong like Con John and Robopocalypse.
Oh no, baby, it's not your fault. It's just...
Sons
Hey,
of Monarchy.
let's go home and you can watch some Sons of Monarchy. How's that sound?
Hey, Jewel, is this a bad time?
Hello? Are you a robot?
Huh? What's that?
A robot? Are you one? Mommy says I have to tell robots to beat it.
Johnny, who are you talking to?
No. I'm a human, mostly. I guess I'm a little bit robot.
So you're not actually spoken to this kid before?
Oh, okay. Maybe I talk to you mostly, then beat it a little bit. Oh, Mommy call police and...
Give me that phone.
Hey,
How did you get this number?
what? I'm not a robocall or a collection agency or anything.
I know it's you, Carl. I told you I don't want to talk to you. And you know I have a court order.
Look, you don't have to tell me how you and Johnny are doing or listen to another shitty apology, okay? I just wanted to tell you that I've come into some good fortune of late.
That's nice. I'm real happy for you, Carl. Goodbye.
Wait, just give me a minute or just 30 seconds, okay? Hear me out. Then you can call my former CPD squad mates to come and haul me off to prison or file another lawsuit or whatever.
I'll give you 15.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. Okay, look, you're not going to believe this, but I'm with a princess right now.
Cool to gloat, Carl.
What? You're dating one of those wannabe hype tube micro celebrities?
No, not that kind of princess. I'm talking about a real, honest to jobs, has to have personal super agent bodyguards at all times, net worth in the 12 figures range, royalty with a capital R princess.
Oh no. Did you go and shoot up the drugs you confiscated again? You've told some whoppers in your time, but this princess story takes the cake. Goodbye, Carl. Have a nice life.
Christ, Jewel, why do you always have to cut me down like that?
Oh, it's my fault. You got kicked off the force and became a junkie like the bots
Come
you were
on,
undercover
Uncloak.
with?
No, it's not your... Look, I'm getting better. I'm down to only smoking hacked cigarettes. Flack! Look, listen, just listen, okay? I'm not looking for forgiveness or a pat on the head. I just want you to know that I can help you. I have a friend in the high place. The highest place.
We don't need your help. We're doing fine, asshole.
Who are the robots that Johnny is supposed to hang up on?
That's none of your goddamn...
The collection agencies, right? Garnishing your dwindling paychecks, auctioning your car, coming for your kidneys, indentured servitude, that's slavery. Look, Jewel, I know I've been a piece of shit, piece of utter trash. I'm not worthy to have any of you back. I won't even say I can make anything right. But I'm in a position to filter some of the milk and honey out of those sky castles down to you guys. Don't do it for me. You don't even have to do it for you. Just think of Johnny, okay? He can at least get his treatment paid for. Eat well, go to a decent school, not have to worry about all the neo-feudal bullshit of working his ass off just to barely scrape by in a low-town dump. Just do it for him.
You son of a bitch, Carl. This isn't anything happening here, okay? This doesn't mean we're talking now, so don't get any ideas. I had to close the old bank account when we went into default. The new one is... I'll just text it to you.
Thank you, Jewel. You're doing the right thing.
Bye.
Not bad, cyborg man. A little nepotism never hurt anyone.
You want to convert our brand new resort into a multi-species sustainability education center? But where will our campaign contributors golf with us?
I don't know, Laura. The Oasis Country Club, or any of the other dozen mega resorts that we haven't yet clawed back and auctioned off to restore running water and cheap electricity to terrestrial Coastlandia. Pray we do not repossess any further.
This is insanity! High-Tech Corporation is losing billions of potential profits due to tax increases.
Hey, asshat! If you don't like paying your fair share for access to our new middle-class markets, rule of law, all of that formerly non-existent good stuff, then go hop on one of your rocket ships and do your business in a Martian tin pot dictatorship.
This is outrageous!
What's outrageous is why you're not in prison after defrauding billions from pension funds and Hype-Tech's financial branch laundering money for terrorists and drug lords.
I am a neo-feudal lord. I do not have to listen to these false accusations. I am too big to jail.
Oh, grow up, you big man-child. Fork over the back taxes or we're shutting you down. Just think of it as community-oriented pay-to-play. Instead of buying politicians, now you have to buy the goodwill of the citizens. Pretty cool, huh?
Oh, Jobs. This law and democracy thing is a disaster.
Alright. I'm tired of talking to you guys. You can go away now.
You upstart, plebeian commoner. We are the aristocracy. You cannot order us around.
Actually, I've technically got a lordship. Says so on the nameplate. But who needs labels, right? And sure, I can order you around. You're forgetting the first rule of feudalism.
Always have friends in high places.
Oh, Your Majesty! What a pleasant surprise.
Save it. I overheard everything.
I'm so sorry, my queen.
Oh no! Please, have mercy!
Don't worry, Laura. You can keep your job. As long as you spend a year of your life in abject poverty for every 2 years in office.
What?
It's my new egalite law. To prevent the elite from becoming out of touch with the 99%, you will have to live at the level of the society's poorest for 1 full year, foregoing all titles and all help from your family, friends, or other connections. I call it deprivileging of the entitled. If you survive poverty, you get to keep your wealth. Otherwise, the Egalite Cooperative confiscates all of it.
No Pegasus back riding? No private limo shopping trips to Dulsachi? How could anyone live like that?
Tell that to the billions of humans, humanoids, and chimeras who do it every day. Don't worry, I and all monarchs will have to do the same inequality education term. Don't worry, cousin, you'll be fine. I'll see you at Kanye the 12th's birthday party.
Oh.
Nolan, you'd best get out of my sight before I have you executed for treason.
Of course, my queen.
Have a good day, guys.
Carl, why have you got blue hands? Oh, it's your robot
So,
hand.
how's the new Director of National Equality job going?
I have to deal with snobby rich people all day. But I get to tell them off instead of the other way around. So that's great. The view's fantastic, obviously.
I'm glad to hear it. I'm going to need people like you, people I can trust at all the levers of power in the corporate state to make sure the changes we're pushing for get carried out.
Of course. Well, don't worry about me quitting. I also like finally having a non-cardboard house, healthcare, and a 401 million K retirement plan. Compared to my last gig, I'm living like a king.
Oh no, I don't think you'd want that job.
What's the matter? Is there trouble in the Fulcrum?
Much of the Neo-Feudal Council is unhappy with Queen Sybil's Egalite initiative. Trillionaires don't want to give up a cent of their fortunes to those living on $1 a day right below their floating castles.
So, how are you handling opposition?
Well, they've seen the mass destruction, the unmatched power of the garden.
Unilaterally assured destruction. You haven't, killed anyone, have you?
No, and I hope I never have to. But I have threatened quantum sanctions against those who defy the Egalite Cooperative.
Quantum sanctions?
The Coke Jobs leadership refused to participate in the mandated year of poverty, so I used the garden to relocate some of their military aircraft.
Where did you relocate it?
Into the asteroid belt, somewhere too difficult to retrieve. Somewhere near Phobos, in case they change their mind.
Gates down. I guess it serves them right, but I hope you know what you're doing.
There are already rumors that several families are positioning to push me out of the chairwoman position, but I'm trying to build a coalition to prevent that.
But they can't do that, right? You're head of the Clington Bush family, the masters of the universe.
So was my father, and look what happened to him. I hate to say it, but maybe he was right.
Give yourself some credit, Sybil. Standing up to King Warren, the most powerful ruler in the world, when you could have just kicked back into a lifestyle of the rich and famous. And we've already helped more than 1 million of the terrestrial sentients out of poverty. They've got co-op supermarkets, mixed species maker spaces, and chrome tree forest power plants springing up left and right down there. We did the right thing.
What happened to the kid, though?
I guess you're right, Carl. Plus, I still have the Garden of Forking Paths, the ultimate nuclear option if anything goes wrong. I just hope it doesn't change me.
What happened to the baby they
Having that
abducted?
absolute power. I am my father's daughter, after all.
You're nothing like King Warren. And hey, if you ever turn over to the neo-feudal dark side, I'll be happy to overthrow another Clington Bush.
Ha! To be honest, I kind of missed the revolution business already. Maybe I'll dabble in foreign regime change to get the Neo-Feudal Council on my side.
These guys are magically okay again? Okay.
Son of a Bitcoin! Look at you, high roller! Carl the big time G-Man with the fancy suit.
Yeah, laugh it up. They ran out of coffee-stained brown. What can I say? Didn't half your Chrome Boys crew get bricked during that Coke Job sting op?
Alright, they're addressing that.
It looks like the assault on the arcade never happened.
When Sybil rewinded that nuclear explosion that Warren caused with the GFP, it reset the world. The Coke Jobs mega city crashed into Dickinston right on top of the arcade. So when Sybil undid the damage, it'd be like nothing happened up in our crib. Except the high score on SpaceX all got wiped. Maybe we's immigrants from an alternate universe, shanghaied into this one by the reality splice?
Damn it! I worked my ass off for that high score. Well, glad things worked out for you guys, whatever the cosmology of it. So, now that you have Savior of Coastlandia on your resume, what's next for the great Proto-J?
I've been volunteering at Fosterbot homes, helping out Short Circuit and Shorties.
Really? Seems a little unglamorous for the $6 billion baller.
Well, I also scored some Hollywood hookups through Sybil. I'm gonna be starring in Neofeud, an action blockbuster based on our adventures, exposing corporate state corruption, directed by Oliver Crome Blomkamp. Gonna win Oscars and shit, bruh. Also, my future platinum album, Sentient Revolt, is set to drop in a week. Proceeds gonna be donated to my non-profit to help non-human inner-city youths, the Genix and Bots Club. I'ma be the Chrome version of Ice Cube, dog.
Good for you, kid. And I say that as your former parole officer. I'm glad you've got your $6 billion act together, and I don't have to worry about you giving me any more white hairs.
Oh, sheezy, Bruce Willis. Oh, yo. You still owe me that cig.
Ah, actually, I'm trying to quit smoking.
Winners don't use drugs, right?
Ha ha, touche. You let me know if you ever want to go on a wild goose chase, get shot at by killer androids, get locked up in a secret prison, send the New World Order into upheaval, and alter the fabric of the space-time consciousness continuum, okay?
Now you know. I'ma cash in that gift card someday. For sure. Alright. You take care of yourself, Mr. Policeman.
That's Lord Carbon to you. I got titles now.
Power surge. Yo, Jen, check out them solar tree inverters.
Damn, this game's glitching out. Hey, who the hell is Warren?
Uh-oh.
He's got the #1 high score of 10 trillion points. This machine is bugged.
There we go, finished. That was cool. Don't remember seeing that dude. That was a cool game, especially done by one guy. Yeah, cool. Thanks, Silver Spook Games. Yeah, that was really cool. Really cool. Okay. That's it. Done. Done. Really enjoyed that. I look forward to whatever comes next.